Well, I'm really excited about how we played. You know, it was a little bit emotional, I think, for us and before the game, talking about wearing our win T-shirts tonight. And, you know, I think the team came out and played with a lot of energy. I was proud of them and, you know, just really pleased with the outcome.
Let's talk about what Sydney was able to do for you in that second quarter. She's on fire.
Yeah, so obviously everybody knows Sydney Manning can shoot the basketball. She hasn't made a three in a few games, but she hasn't had a lot of opportunities. And in practice this week, we felt really good. She was shooting the ball great, looking for it. Teammates were looking for her. So I'll be honest with you, it does not surprise me the way the practice went this week. So I think she can really give us a boost when she gets in the game. And she's looking for a shot, but she does more than just shoot. I mean, she can get in there and get some boards. She can put the ball on the floor. She defends. So her overall game is really good as well.
Coach, I know you've told us before that the way you see your team's identity when it's playing well is that it's balanced and it's solid. 4 players reach double figures, 5 players get at least 2 steals. It seems like you're almost peaking. What do you do to keep getting better?
Well, we just keep talking to our team about finding ways to get better. And I thought this is one of I thought the best jobs our team did of taking some minor adjustments at halftime and really putting those to executing those adjustments in the second half. I was really proud of our team for doing things like that. So, you know, we can still continue to add things. Our execution can still be a little bit better, and you know, our defense, we got to work on our zone today, so I think we have some things we can work on there. So I think, you know, we're really challenging our team to continue to find ways to get better.
And you kind of shrugged off the idea that you guys would match the men's performance against Loyola.
Did,
that
sure
was about as dominating of a performance, and that's a good basketball team.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I know that. I was after the men's game versus Loyola, I was sitting there wishing I could have an opportunity to have that game against Loyola, and you know, I didn't know if that was going to happen, but I'm sure glad that it did, because that's fun to coach in those games.
So defensively, you know, you guys had 14 steals. At one point, you guys were even full court pressing when you guys were up 20 points. Can you talk about like keeping the intensity up on defense even with such a big score?
Yeah, so, you know, we're trying to work on some different things and give our players opportunities to play and make plays. And, you know, you never want to count anyone out. Obviously, we got to a point there and we pulled that off, but I liked our intensity defensively. I really did. And I think our players were locked in. They made some shots early. We gave up a few too many shots there, I thought, in the second quarter that were a little easy for them. But again, for 40 minutes, that's pretty good focus defensively.
44 points in the paint, is that something that you're pretty proud of?
Right. I think, you know, we can pick up stat sheets from previous games, and you see we're putting points on the board in the paint. And I think people are understanding that now. I think they're playing us for that, sagging off us a little bit, trying to take that away, and we've still been able to get it in there. And I think that's just our balance, our ability to pass the ball, and our aggressive nature.
It's hard to pick out one player. Obviously, we saw what Sydney did in the first half. I thought Maya really picked it up in the second half.
Yeah, we had a lot of players that you could, you know, pull out and say they had good games and made some good plays, but I thought Maya played really well. She was very poised the entire game. She guarded well, and then made some plays offensively there, especially in the second half. So I thought her game was really good. It's been good. She has been playing very well. I think she feels good about her production, and she should right now.
You mentioned the emotion before this game. I imagine there'll be some again on Sunday with the 50th anniversary. There's going to be a lot of alumni here. One more piece of business. Are you trying to keep your players from not looking ahead to next Friday?
Well, yes, and I think one thing that we've talked about as a team is continuing to be motivated every single game and not taking a night off. And you know, hopefully they'll continue to do that. I have no reason to think that we're going to take a night off, but you know, as a coach, you're always worried about something, so you don't want complacency to set in. You want to make sure that they're locked in and focused. There are a lot of things going on this weekend, surrounding the Hall of Fame weekend. So, you know, we do have other things that we we're gonna be at, we're gonna be in attendance for it, but when it gets right down to that game, our team needs to be locked in, ready to go on Sunday.
We were awfully close to being in sole possession of first place tonight.
So I hear. Yeah, so I hear, you know, I think, Indiana State had a great shot at it, and
Yeah.
that's where, if you get them that close, you gotta finish the deal.
Hey, Brice, before practice, we asked you if you were gonna double up Loyola. You kind of laughed, shrugged it off. That was just as dominating a performance. Can you comment on how tonight went?
I think we're just very energized, just feeding off of the men's team. They're like, oh, you guys can't do better than us. So we just wanted to come out and just have a dominant week against Loyola. Our student section was great, and just having that energy.
We were wondering if you guys are gonna have the sign like the guys had the other night about defense.
Oh, we don't have a sign, but it's there mentally, it's there.
Yeah, so they just, talk about that second quarter, I mean, you came alive, you had shots, you got to the free throw line, I mean, just talk about what was going right for you there.
Yeah, I think it's been a long time in the making. I've been struggling a lot recently, and it was good to get a couple shots. It definitely builds my confidence, and you know, sometimes when you catch fire, you just do, and there's just that moment. So.
Coach Harper always tells us that, you know, she thinks the team is best when it's balanced. And it seems like it's a new player every night who kind of steps up. Tonight it was you. Can you just talk about, you know, how this team always seems to find a different player to shine?
Yeah, definitely. Someone comes to play every single night. There's different people in here every single week because someone is scoring a ridiculous amount of points. So I think that our team is super balanced right now, especially because we've kind of all figured out what our roles are on the team. And I mean, I come in around the same time, and I just know what I need to do to be in the game and stuff. And so I think that, you know, Jasmine brings our rebounding and all that different stuff instead of stretch. So it really just is any given night. It could be anyone.
I was just talking about the depth that your team has right now, and I know that you've really worked, and the coaches worked a lot to get everyone in. I mean, do you feel like this is about the most balanced of a team that you could have?
Oh yes, I think a lot of our guards especially can play the post, 3-4, very versatile with scoring outside, inside, any given night. I think we're very dominant whenever we want to be in the paint with Jasmine, Emily, Abby. I just think, yeah, well balanced, very confident right now, I would say, and just wanting to get whoever has a hot hand the ball right now. It could be anyone on our team, like everyone says, and just having that feel for the game and the flow.
When things weren't going well and you were losing to good teams, or when you see some really good teams, where was that confidence level?
I think it was there, just not finishing. I think that was our hardest hump to get over, and just finally winning. We just know oh, we're capable. We could beat that team. Maybe 2 possessions could have been different, could have changed the whole game. And just learning from that, working hard every week, just getting better. Everyone being very competitive, and just working towards that goal has got us here today.
And you were here last year, so you know that the Valley is a season in and of itself, right?
Oh,
You
yes.
guys kind of look at it that way.
I think we're just taking one game at a time right now, just focusing on the little things we need to adjust and what other teams are best at. And mainly our focus is defense, how we're going to stop them, and that leads to our offense.
Brice, so the 5 players had at least 2 steals. You forced 25 turnovers tonight. Was there something that you guys noticed in the scheme that you take advantage of, or was it just being aggressive when those opportunities presented themselves?
I thought in our past games we were over-helping, and I think just maybe jabbing at them would get our deflections and passing lanes, and then also being ball hawks. I think we kind of let a few loose balls in major games that we needed to come up with, and tonight we came up with those.